everyone. Happy New Year to everybody. I know it's late, but it's 2022. Today, I'm picking another word. Not looking. Oh my gosh. I love this. This word is called stronger. Our questions are you stronger than you used to be? What makes you stronger? Are you willing to do what it takes to be stronger, even when it's uncomfortable? I love this. So here I am. I've gathered my papers. I'm going through my stuff, and I'm just pulling out papers that I think I would want to use. And I'm just tearing down and placing them on the pages just to see how they look, how they fit, while thinking of the questions at the same time. So at this point, I'm really liking how the colors are looking and the patterns, and I'm just trying to figure out where exactly to put what, and also how I'm going to, after I find out where I'm putting everything, how I'm going to get it stuck without losing where I had it. So I just grabbed up everything in a whole bunch that, as you saw on the right, and I just lifted it, hoping to be able to put it back. So now I'm just gluing everything in place, and once it's glued, that's it. So I'm just hoping to get everything back in place, and I'm thinking about stronger. It being a new year, it's a nice way to think because it's positive, and it forces you to think about, well, for me, it forces me to think about, have I really grown, and in what ways? So as I am sticking these down and feeling the pages through my hand and the glue, it's a nice thing to think about. Could be painful too, I guess, for some, but I choose to look at it positively. So now I'm finished sticking it down, and I don't like the sharp edges, so I'm just taking some acrylic paint and just rubbing it on the straighter edges of the pages, the papers that I stuck down, trying to kind of blur it out because I don't want it to show. I just found it looked too sharp, so just blending it into each other. And I have found, especially looking at others, that it ties in everything together and kind of brings the page and the composition together. So you don't have these sharp edges on the page. Now I'm coming in with some stamping because I found it looked, even though there is text on some of the papers that I glued down, I found the page still looked a bit plain, even though I was going to do writing as well. So I'm just using my script stamp to add some more writing, and I just put some on a label that I intend to use. And I'm writing the word of the day for me on my label. These are, what are these called? Oh, they're paper fasteners, my bad. So I'm just trying to figure out where I'm going to put it. And now I'm starting my questions. Are you stronger than you used to be? That's question 1. Yes, I definitely am. And how I've realized that is based on different situations that I've been in. For me in my life, similar situations happen. And what I look at to check my growth is my reaction to the situation. And that's how I realized that I have grown. My reaction to people and different situations. So yes, I have grown. Number 2 question is, what makes you stronger? My relationship with God makes me stronger. It helps me to fight and be victorious over the battles that I have had to face and I still have to face. God also places people in my life that act as sandpaper, which means for me that they grate and they grind me and make me so mad, but in the end I am smoother and better because of it. Number 3, are you willing to do what it takes to be stronger even when it's uncomfortable? And the answer is yes, but as long as it is in line with the will of God in my life. Sometimes it's hard to do what it takes because, when you're in a situation, that's when you really feel it. It's easy to say, yeah, man, I'm going to do whatever, and, when you're not in the situation. But when you're in it, yeah, it's difficult, but I am willing. The point is, I'm willing. So I was going to put the label to the top, but then I changed my mind and I just moved it to the bottom. And then I remembered that I had these 2 wonderful images that helped me feel stronger, and I decided to just add it to the page. The one on the left with the girl in the rain, I love this image because it makes me, well, I love the rain generally. Showers in your life, sometimes it doesn't feel nice, sometimes it's just too much, it's too heavy, it's too much of a downpour, and she's still smiling. She's still like la di da. I'm still happy. It might be cold and wet, and I'm still okay. And this reminds me of strength. So I use this image, and it also makes me feel happy. The other one on the right, I love plants, and it reminds me of the sun shining through in the midst of your storms and your battles. So, and it makes me feel calm. This image on the right, the brown one, tan, whatever. So I used that, and now I found that the backside of it felt too plain, so I'm just using food coloring. I just pulled what was at hand. It was quick, and I just spritzed the cards in the back and colored them up in the back and wrote little messages and reminders to myself and to God saying, "Thank you, Lord." And I made a mess on the beautiful image, but I decided to trim it, and I'm satisfied with that. I just wrote over the word God because that's what's important. And this is my journaling today. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you journaled as well, and I will see you at the next journaling session. Bye.